All right, 18th of January, Wednesday. Today we've got Yellen talking in the late afternoon, so we're going to have to be careful. We're going to have to make sure we follow the currency pairs. Now, if you were trading the pound currencies yesterday as Theresa May was speaking in Davos, you would have pretty much caught that volatility. I did mention yesterday, let's just do this a 1 hour chart, that the market would be closing that gap that it opened with. So here's that gap that we were talking about, and I did say markets like to close those gaps, and basically it did and took it even higher. So this huge jump up is obviously going to call for a pullback, and what we want to do with the pound dollar is going to be shorting it as the market raises its head up. So as the market goes up a little bit to short, up a little bit to short as well. If you change to a 1 hour chart, it's a bit more clear to see. What you can do is basically start, if the market's, what we're going to do is basically keep this as a support level. Okay, that's just support resistance level there. So if the market goes down, it's good to short, or if it pulls up, then you could also alternatively try to short at the tops there. That's the direction we think we're going, since the market is going to be around there. So possible pullback to these levels is viable, and that's 2250 area, 20 and 22 region. There's the market could easily pull back to these levels, and also Trump is going into the office tomorrow. We'll see what will happen, and we'll take it from there. But in the meantime, I think if you're trading pound, be careful, because the market is volatile. Let's take a look at the euro dollar. Same kind of scenario here. As you know from yesterday, we were going to go short as the market raised its head up. Now we've got that short happening, and here we go. Alright, so that's our line there. That's quite parallel to this line here, so we might see the pound as it heads up to pull back down all the way here. So we might be seeing the pound at the bottom of this channel. Alright, so next week we might have this up move and then the push down and then to carry on. So how to trade it today? Well, today I think it's going to be going down, so this up move will probably have a pullback, so good to be shorting on the moves up in order to come back down. Let's take a look at dollar Canadian. This level was on the cards yesterday. The market kind of bounced off. I think the market's got potential to go up on this. Dollar Canadian should be strengthening to get to this line around here, or this level here. So according to technical analysis and my indicators, the way things are looking is that that's a double bottom, triple bottom actually, 1, 2 and 3. So the market picking up here is not a surprise, possibly to push it back all the way up to around this 1.3130 region. We might even see it higher, and in fact let's make a little adjustment on our line here, and we make it there. Whoops, sorry, let's just do that. There we go. Alright, so that's going to be the major resistance area there. So if the market breaks above that, we'll be seeing that going up and then shorting it somewhere along the lines later on. So we might have the dollar Canadian pulling back up to these levels. Let me pull this back here. Might see it there, also there, before the market decides to sell it off again. So that wouldn't be a surprise for us. Okay, let's take a look at the dollar yen. Now the dollar yen around this area here, support was possible. This is why we drew those lines from before, as you can see. There we go. And from here now, what we have a dollar yen possible breakout to go up to these levels. Now I think next week what we might have is that if the market breaks above here, possibly to go up even further, and that'd be a good move for us, because we might see the dollar yen all the way back on this line, or let's just draw another line there and make things a little more conservative. Yeah, around this level there looks good to me. Right, so around these lines we might see the dollar yen popping up. Now if it pops up here, then obviously that's going to be a short direction for us, because it can be like a double testing of this support resistance level there. So from around here to pull back up next week and then to short it again in February might push it all the way down to these levels which I had quoted before. Now let's take a look at gold, and that's our gold. So still following within the lines of this channel going up. Nice little move up. I think we're probably going to touch this level here, this 1230 level, and once it touches there, I think shorts will start to come in, because it's been a good nice move up, and then a touch up next week might possibly push it down again quite a bit for gold. So technically that's a viable option. Shorting around the tops of the channel is always good. In the middle of the channel it's a bit more tricky and dangerous, so don't go around playing around in the middle. Always choose the resistance levels and the support levels for your trading. Let's take a look at Brent. Now once again we're in the channel zone here, so not much of a trading thing opportunity, but what might we do is, if you're a really keen Brent trader, what we might do is this. So let's do this. Looks like we might be going short. The best way to deal with it is do the short-term trend line, support resistance line, which is there. So if the market kind of pushes below there, alright, then you got potential for the market to come down to what levels? Well, we've got a few levels down here, so the market might come down to there and down to there, and that'll be fine, I think. So you might just follow it all the way down to this region here and just take your profit and run. Let's take a look at the Dax and the Dow Jones finally. Dax, nice little breakdown, pull up. Now as you can see, the support was broken, so the pullback now is telling all the traders, well, let's sell it, and that's the kind of short reaction the market's giving right now. So there we are. So the market's either going to sell it. Let's see where we can. Let's make this a mid-range channel here. Okay. So around this level, it's not a bad idea at all. And from the resistance levels there, you could be shorting it. That's nice and easy. Alright, this little breakout is not the best spot to sell. I'd be looking to short this along these lines here where there's resistance. There is good. Take a look at the Dow Jones. Still in mid-channel. I still think we're going to come to this support level here. So coming around here is possible, very likely, and it is on the cards. So if the market pushes it, that'd be great. In the meantime, though, I wouldn't be trading in the range here, in the zone here, because this is, as you can see, this is where the market always gets choppy. So if you want to do proper technical analysis and trading, just make sure you might mark your support resistance levels, so we can then trade on those levels, and it'll be a bit safer trading as well. All the best and good luck with your trading, and remember, Yellen is talking today.